I thought I was gonna be doing this tonight. Just gotta laugh at everything. You really do. Tried to use this app a couple minutes ago, and didn't want to pull up. I was like, okay. I said, alright. I said maybe it might be a software bug or something like that. That might need to be fixed or something. So couldn't even trip off about it. And then started thinking like, man, like, okay, this app tripping out, and at the same time, I'm like, well, if this trips out, then the other instrumental album that's gonna be the preview for the main one coming out hopefully next week. That didn't come out on Thursday as planned. Just like the DJ Skylar album, which didn't come out on the 7th as planned. I'm like, good grief. But then again, I just laugh at the things where we try, and I said this before in different podcasts, where if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And from us entrepreneurs, things you hear from us a lot, we say, plan things out, yeah. What they don't tell you is that even when you do plan things out, you have to remember that certain plans don't always follow or fall through like we see fit. Because we see one different scenario, and then another scenario pops up, and we're like, what the, So, something like that. And it's hilarious. But at the same time, you can't even trip off about it. Oh, cool. I was like, I'm on 4:45 on 1 o'clock on my iPad. That's cool. I need to use that again since time at my job has changed. Yeah, I'm supposed to go into work at 7:30, go back to work at 7 o'clock. And, me, that means I gotta go to bed a little more earlier and things in order to try to get to work on time. The joy of trying to save money and actually buy a car straight out as opposed to leasing one. Joy putting money to the side for that. Well, take a public transportation and try to, make sure you know the times to get to work on time and things of that nature. That's why I said before, it's better for us to literally just become our own boss, do our own thing, and just get into self-place and just that. Very beneficial to our own well-being, so that way we wouldn't be going through little trifling things, stuff like that. But other than that, though, welcome to another podcast. It's just been very interesting. It really has. It's funny when you work at regular jobs, right? And you have some of the peoples and everything, that folks know, okay, you guys off probation of, being at work. Funny thing is, it's like probation. Like, wow, probation. Like, what are we on probation for? Over at work. Just so they can see if you're going to stay there. Because the moment you open your big behind mouth, and let folks know that, hey, off probation or it's over, then guess what? Folks are calling off left and right, and next thing you know, you screw, doing some other stuff. So it's just hilarious. It really is. With jobs do things like that. Ooh, excuse me. And it seems like as if almost kind of childish in a way, like you're back in high school, or can't really say college, because college is almost like life. You go to a class or you don't. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, we're going to get into the podcast. We're about that a little bit later. I have to get my head straight a little bit. It's been a very long Friday, indeed. And, yeah. You hear me yawning a little bit in the podcast. My apologies. My apologies. I'm like, as soon as I got to the app, I started yawning. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I wasn't doing that a few minutes ago. And everything, so it's just funny. It really is. But other than that, like I said before, we're going to get into the show, get it cracking, and make things happen. Straight up. So with that, let me go and find out what day of the podcast it is today. Because I knew I had it earlier this morning. Okay, as soon as I start feeling like I'm tired, sleepy, and fired. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Damn. I went right past it, and I was looking straight at it. Like I said, let you know my mind right now. It's like, ah. But other than that, though, let's get into the podcast, y'all. So, welcome. I go by the name of Q Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q of HipBlockerProductionsCM.com. Business Mind Leaders, aka the Wolves Den, or the Roses Wolves Den, trademarked. So, with that, ladies and gents, we about to go into week 106, sessions 516 to 520 for this week of December 10th through the 14th of 2018. And today is December 14, 2018, 8:32 p.m. or 20:32 in Army time. So welcome, ladies and gents, to another edition. This one, I was trying to continue from what I did, I think, about 2 weeks ago, in regards to one word type of posts that was done on Snapchat, but the words have deeper meaning. So we have 5 words that we're going to be talking about today, and dive into different topics, and as well just go ahead and just make things happen. I'm kind of using my DJ voice right now. I'm actually using my Midnight's Classic Soul type voice. So I know that some of y'all are listening like, what the hell? Like, Q, this is not the type of Q that we know from time to time. This is the DJ Q on the late hours when I do the radio show, and we play some smooth, more R&B hits and things of that nature, ladies and gents. So, yeah, most definitely, it's the type of music that, gonna play from time to time. The radio show will be coming back soon. Try to do a show on Sunday and see if I can get some things happening. So, there's a hard drive that I have somewhere in my house. I don't know where the fuck I put it at, but it's somewhere. And I need to find it, because that's where I'm going to have all the music albums on. So, yeah. And right now, I'm doing this podcast. I'm actually waiting for Grand Theft Auto 5 to download on my PlayStation 5. Wow. PlayStation 4. Damn, that lets you know I need to take my behind to bed. Those days, ladies and gents, where you just do a whole lot of shit and you be burnt out. Job work-wise and things of that nature, where you just do a whole lot to the point where when you get home, or actually you get somewhere, you're like, man, I don't feel like doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, whatever. But then when you get home, you don't feel like doing the same thing, but you go ahead and try to relax, but you can't relax. Yeah. One of those days. So hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more different. Because today was like, it was still a blessing. Don't get me wrong. But it was just tiring. That's all I have to say. Other than that, let's get into these posts. Ladies and gents, let's get into these topics. Let's go ahead and speak on them, because you guys are going to enjoy them. I got the definitions for them as well too. So, yes. Go get it working and everything. Oh, surprise. Okay, we'll just go with the one word thing since I thought I used some of the other little filters for Snapchat. Looks like I did it. Oh, real quick. Drink some water real fast. Just bear with me. Crazy thing is, for to you guys to hold on and you guys kind of hear me talk back in here. Do know it'd be like about 2 or 3 minutes. Drink some water or blow my nose, something like that. And I had the thing on pause, and the pause kind of like bring it back to where it's at. So yeah, that's what I kind of like about this app. We can do things like that and stuff. So go really just keep it pushing. But other than that, let's give these topics and definitions so we can go to it. So I mentioned potential for December 10th, 2018, Blessed Mondays. And the adjective for it is assisting in possibility, capable of development into actuality, potential benefits. Basically, let's go with the other part of capable of development into actuality. What does that mean? Means, ladies and gents, that you all have potential to do something great in life. You know, we talk about this each and every week. We talk this each and every time, but there be times where we forget. We hear from different individuals. We hear from different individuals in our life, or just other places where they you have great potential to do great things. Sometimes, I hate to use the word aura, but we're gonna go ahead and use it. Sometimes our aura or whatever that be around us, our light, things of that nature, it's up its way. Basically, our outer being. How can I say this in another way that doesn't sound outward? So basically, okay, we'll use this term. Basically, our spirit. Folks gravitate towards, individuals whose spirit isn't too crazy, ain't contrite, ain't set tripping, none of that. Folks kind of connect with that, which is understandable. And at the same time, you do have folks that, truth and reality, they connect with individuals that truly just have a wonderful or fun type of vibe about them. But you have those that do have great potential, but they don't realize it, and other folks can see it. Reason why other folks can see it, because other folks we really tend to see how people work. Literally, we could tell somebody has hidden talent that needs to be shared to the world. And we could tell somebody that's just be on their BS and just don't really know what is it they're trying to do, and things of that nature. I want to get these shoes, but I'm not quite sure I want to get these. I might actually get them tomorrow. We'll see. My apologies. I was looking at some shoes I was thinking about getting. I rarely get things for myself. Yeah, whatever. We're going to mention that later on after I talk about potential real quick. But yeah, ladies and gents, each and every one of you do have potential to do great things. The thing is, we put barriers on ourselves to really just keep ourselves from advancing. You notice because you tend to talk yourself out of things. You tend to tell yourself, oh no, we can't do that, we can't do this. Or the best idea is we don't have the money to do this, or we can't do that because we don't have the skills for it. Stupid shit like that. But in truth or reality, ladies and gents, you have the potential to be all of that and to just really make things happen. We can't be afraid of what it is that we can't do. We just have to continue to push in life And we have to continue to push into greater things. Literally. Take it from me. I know firsthand where you put limits on yourself and you just don't execute. And then once you really look at the bigger picture of things, you're like, whoa. Like, I could actually do that. But we don't see it that way because we see different things in a different light. So what we tend to do is that we tend to just say forget about it and just push on with something else. Literally. So we have to wake up. We have to wake up our potential and really do the tasks and work that God has blessed us to do. Some of us, I speak different languages right now, but some of us have talents in art, music, other things. Others have talents in financial aspects, marketing, promoting. Some of us have talents in plumbing, housing, basically carpenter work, which is nothing wrong with that. Carpenter work is fun. What that means is it means you know how to fix shit around the house. Period. It's fun. Learn half the stuff from my granddaddy. I kid you not. I still learn too. And the crazy thing about carpenter work is that, especially for us guys, man, when we go to Home Depot, that's like a toy store for us. Especially all the power tools and shit. Man, y'all, I kid you not. Y'all be thinking that the Lowe's commercial is just, oh, we need to buy a power tool. No, man, y'all gotta understand. We try to hang something up on the wall. We want to make sure we got the right power tool, not do the old ancient way of hammer a damn nail to the wall. We just get that, and you know, you got it made. I mean, I kid you not. It's Lowe's and Home Depot and all them, man, Orc or whatever, man, those are Toys R Us for men. When it comes to power tools, especially if you know how to fix things around the house, which you know what, I kid you not. That's a great potential right there. We know how to fix shit around the house, to which you know, put this way, you know, problem solving skills that you can do around the house. To when you work at a job, you know how to figure shit out quicker than your coworkers. Holla if you hear me, if you understand that. Where your coworkers need to be asking you 15 times what task they need to do, when in your head you're like, okay, this is what we need to do. Beep, 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 beep. That's it. Work's done. As opposed to hear folks say, damn, you're fast. It's like, no, I'm not fast. That I know how to computulate. At the same time with computulation, I know that my potential shows as to how I can problem solve different type of skills in order to move on towards the next level in life. That's how you gotta look at the potential of things, ladies and gents. Look at it as leveling up to doing great things and not staying at the same level trying to power up the old school ways. We could power up in a new light. Let's continue. But before we continue, I actually want to open up with this podcast by saying, when you get older, for those of you that are truly wise, and I mean those of you that are wise in not even older years, but wise in the early stage of life and things of that nature, you start to notice that once you continue to make money and you kind of got some of the little things that you've been blessed with to get and things of that nature, you really kind of look at money at a different angle, to which you're like, man, I don't want to buy shit. The reason why I mentioned that, because I was going to go to Target and get something from over there. But, for those of us that are on the budget, stuck in my bank account, I was like, I said, okay, the thing that I want to get, I get it next time. Said it's not important right now. It's not my top priority of taking care of business. And then I started thinking to myself, like, damn, like, I really don't care about buying that item or whatever. But once you get older, well, some folks that's older, they still complain about not having money and things of that nature because you don't know what to do with it. once you make it and shit, you don't know what to do. I mean, unless you want to try to pay bills and stuff. But here's the thing: gonna continue to pay bills till death. I will say, only time you don't pay bills is when you cut everything off. That's bill wise. Take everything out from your name, and then you don't have to worry about no bills. But we as humans, we love problems. We love problems that we can't solve, which is a sad thing because y'all can easily solve the easiest problems if you stop being so fucking stubborn and shit like that, and then you'll be alright. But who am I to tell you that? I'm just an entrepreneur that's a music producer. How should I know? But it's the truth once you look around. See, too many people struggle in things, and the funny thing is, folks not really struggling. Even the folks who are homeless out on the street ain't fully struggling if you still living and breathing and can make opportunities happen. Some folks can, some folks can't. But if you look at some of the slums around the world, it looks way crazy and chaotic than what we have out here in the States. You get a new perspective on life and things as to appreciation. Matter of fact, that shit's funny. Because I'm getting ahead of myself. Because appreciation, ladies and gents, is actually the last word for today. For this podcast. I knew there was a reason why that word came up. I knew there's a reason. But we're going to get to appreciation later on. That we will. And let's see why adventure wasn't even highlight. Awkward. But other than that, wait a minute. Was that true? I need to go actually to the little pictures real quick and make sure. Because on the notes, yeah, appreciation was the last one. Okay, cool. Because for the notes app on the iPhones, it's kind of, well, I'm on the beta, so mine's kind of glitch out a little bit where it looks kind of weird. And this damn game is a hurry up and download. Shit. Told you y'all I'm tired. And only when I'm tired, I kind of talk like this. When I'm tired, I have 3 different ways of talking. You see the zoom like that, or it sounded like this. You don't want to know what the third one sounds like. The third one sounds like as if I'm about to tear somebody's head off. That's when you know it's bedtime. But let's continue with the posts and things in that nature. So for December 11, 2018, we talk about the word excellence, which means the quality of being excellent, or excellent or valuable quality, virtue. Excellence, what is it? How do we define excellence? How do we get excellence in our life? You can be excellent at anything that you do, ladies and gents. You could be excellent at just the fact that you can do greater things in life. Be excellent at it. Rather it be, I don't know what it is that each and every one of you do for life. But you can be excellent at what you're doing right there. You'd be surprised that you got folks that be excellence in sports and things. So you be real, you even got folks that be excellent in the strip club. I'm just saying. Never been to a strip club, but I'm just saying. Because folks have different versions of what excellent is to them. Even in a job force, even in certain jobs, like I mentioned, strip club or whatever, something like that. You have some folks that they feel as if they achieve excellence in what they do. Why? Because they make it the money for, their family or their children and things of that nature. Sometimes folks choose different types of excellence that could really get you into some shit if you don't be careful. Get your head pumped up by the wrong individual. and then get your head pumped out by the jealous type because you let your pride get in front of you. But regards with that, if you do have excellence, stay humble in what it is that you do. Don't let folks pump you up as much. In sports, get pumped up so you can try to beat the other team. Straight up. In life, get pumped up so you can move on to the next level. But with life, continue to stay humble. Because, yeah, the pride, they get what they want. But I guarantee you, their fate is already set in stone. And that's all bad. So be careful we be excellent and just be humble. Never be prideful. Let's continue. So, for December 12th, 2018, happy birthday to those that birthdays on December 12th. I know a very special person whose birthday's on December 12th. And things of that nature. So, but yeah. With that though, it's very ironic. In a way. But we talk about forgiveness, which means the act of forgiving. And it has little examples that ask for your forgiveness. What's this dictionary could win more better with that. But yeah, forgiveness. What does that mean? I'm gonna let you know right now. We as human beings, we stubborn than a mother. Reason why we are stubborn is for the fact that we don't tend to forgive certain people and things of situations that may happen later on in life. So we don't learn how to forgive. We just continue to hold on to some shit that happened in the past, and then once it keeps coming up in our psyche, which means our minds, we just go crazy about it. And it's sad. It has to be like that. When in truth, reality, it doesn't have to be like that. Where it could ask for forgiveness for another person, you know. But we don't want to ask for the forgiveness because we're just like whatever. But there's some of you who have not forgave anybody, or it's too late for y'all to forgive certain individuals that's not here anymore. Those are normally the hardest things in life. When you can't forgive certain people, that kind of split the family apart, or things of that nature. But sometimes you don't know the reasoning that the individual has done it, because you don't never know what demons that somebody else may be fighting. And excuse me, I'm changing the water into a different water bottle right now. So if you hear some water in the background, it's because I'm changing water bottles, ladies and gents. I like to drink my water every night and every day. Yeah, that's good. That's actually pretty cool. You don't have to refrigerate either. It's at a cold room temperature. And it's been cold lately out here in California, so it'd be perfect timing. All right, water bottle, you can shut up now. So it'd be perfect timing when it's cold, and you just leave your water bottles out, and then they get cold, like you put in the refrigerator for your water, and so it's the perfect temperature right now. But yeah, except for you try to go to sleep and be cold as heck, and you get the burners on or you got the heater on, you're like, okay, cool. I took the back. Say we'd be cold as heck, you get up in the mornings to leave the house, and you're like, booty, you know. Y'all know I do the sound effects, man. I do the sound effects. But yeah, forgiveness. I mean, forgive anybody that you have a grudge against, or just some shit that happened in the past. Just forgive them. Life is too short, ladies and gents, to just be mad and balled up about not forgiving somebody because they took your damn record or some shit. I mean, don't. And especially if it's over an item I could understand it's like even if it's a family heirloom, just let it go. Because at the end of the day, the person who handed down that particular item towards one of the family members, and one of the family members decide, well, shit, I don't want to, they end up losing or breaking or whatever. Just know that the person that had, I took my rings off, but the person that has given that item to somebody else, whatever, and then they lost it, and woo. If that person is no longer here on this earth, just remember, ladies and gents, we leave here from this earth, you can't take nothing with you. You can't take your iPhones, your iPads. You can't take your money. You can't take all of the little video game characters and the hearts that you purchase on Candy Crush or whatever. You can't take all the likes and things from Instagram, and you can't take nothing with you. So for those that are still living in, you're not forgiving somebody because they took something that was part of the family, forgive that person. Because at the end of the day, we all got to exudate from this earth, to which we can't take nothing with us. To which we need to forget that person, because we have to answer to the Most High when He shows us our life story. And we could kind of only imagine how it's going to be. The judging part knows, be a big screen TV or a holographic monitor, or somehow you're able to relive a little bit of some events from a different point of view, and really see how we truly been acting to the point where we're like, ooh, that's how we was acting. I'm telling you, once you think about it, it's really crazy. Because then you really think to yourself like, oh, okay, so God, this is what you want to show me. And then He gonna say, so why you didn't forgive so. And then He gonna show the situation. And then you gonna be thinking to yourself while you're next to the Creator like, oh. Like, what you gonna say then? You can't really say nothing other than nothing. Just say, you know what? What's it thinking? Well, heck, and can't we use that? But I'm just telling the truth. I mean, it's good to forgive people. You don't really have to connect back with that person. Just forgive them, and, guys cross paths again. Hopefully the paths cross be a blessing. If not, don't worry about it. Just know that person was a season in your life for you to learn certain lessons. Because not everybody's going to stay in your life. You guys already know that. Half of y'all can't remember half of the motherfuckers that you went to school with in elementary. Excuse my language. I told y'all before earlier in this podcast, I'm tired. Like, literally burnt. Like, I shut down this podcast earlier at 6, but I waited about 2.5 hours later to do it. Because I was like, man, if I do it right now, I'm going to sleep. So let me play some video games for a little bit to get my mind in order. And I should actually play one of the fighting games as opposed to one of the little action adventure games I was playing, because I'm solving problem skills for one of the damn characters, man. I'm like, damn, I'm doing more work on here. And I did some work earlier at my job. I'm like, hold up. Like, I should play one of the other games before I have to do it so much right now. But it's all good. That's why I was saying about Grand Theft Auto 5. Even though I beat that game so many times and played that game so many times, I like it because it's almost like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Basically, both games is based out in Cali. The storylines are totally different for both of them. But the fun part about Grand Theft Auto games is actually the driving part, though, low key. We get drive long, well, the map is kind of small in a way, but, well, except for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, yeah, well, part of California and then part of Vegas, so it was a very big map. But the driving part of it, though, and the music that they put into the game, which they have very good soundtracks on both games. Don't get me wrong, very good soundtrack, especially on San Andreas. They went all out with the 80s and 90s music on that thing. Like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas will always be the best Grand Theft Auto game ever. But this is the driving aspect, because you can try to cruise in real life, but you have to remember, you gotta pay for that gas, and depending where you're living, that gas ain't cheap. But then again, you gotta remember, we don't have unlimited cruising with our cars. Something may happen along the way, car may break down, gas ain't working, wheels, tires pop, shouldn't be happening. In Grand Theft Auto, you can drive as fast as you can and things of that nature, and drive whatever and just have fun cruising. And if you guys know how to really drive in the game, you can go at certain top speeds to which you don't hit nothing. Holla at your boy, I knows how to do that. But try doing that shit in real life and you would end up in a casket. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. But with that, for Daily Tips Thursdays, December 13th, 2018, we talk about the word adventure. What is adventure, ladies and gents? Adventure is an undertaking, usually involving danger, an unknown risk. A book recounting his many bold adventure. Okay, don't. We'll skip the a book recounting part. But an undertaking usually involving danger and unknown risks, or the encountering of risk, the spirit of adventure, or an exciting or remarkable experience on adventure. And okay, that's not what we want to talk about. An adventure for those that are in stocks, whatever, an enterprise involving financial risk. Wanting to pay off the pay. Okay, forget those. So, what is adventure? I just gave you a great example of adventure, and I didn't even notice it. Not till I was gonna say the word, and then I looked at the definition, and then I started laughing. Like I told you before, 2 weeks ago, when we was talking about the different words, I'm like, man, God be setting things up with these podcasters. I sometimes don't be on my own self. Excuse me in the language with the cursing, though. Say each and every podcast. Excuse me with it. I know some of my listeners probably offended when they hear me curse. Or like some of my coworkers be like, dude, you curse a lot. Like, yeah, did you guys ever hear about those who usually are geniuses tend to curse a lot like a sailor? Or just tend to cuss a lot? Sometimes we learn the little bad habits when we're younger. And sometimes we try to lose it. But there are times, like I said before in the Sharing Around my podcast, where you get to say a couple of little cuss words here and there because folks can't fully comprehend a very intellectual conversation. Instead, folks can only understand dumb shit when you say words like dumb shit, and they're like, oh, I understand it. As opposed to saying, folks can't understand the intellectual properties of the well-being of the mind when understanding certain words in the context to which they can truly apply it to their daily cerebriums. I think I botched the hell out that word. Cerebriums of the cranium. There we go. That's the word we look for. The cranium inside of their brain, to which they can truly understand the nature, the foundation of what they need to understand. Most of y'all did not understand the words I just said right there and how I said it. That shit went over your head. I just said the word shit. And guess what? You understand now what I was talking about because you understand that word. You see how the human mind is different. You see why most of us are creatives and most of us are geniuses and very intellectual cuss-a-lots. Because for the average Joe that doesn't understand words because they tend to not read or just don't want to study, You have to understand, ladies and gents, you have to say certain things in certain ways in certain contexts in order to get through to people. Well, with Adventure, I mentioned earlier the Grand Theft Auto game. Funny that the example is happening right now. Look at the screen saying download the application. Should have went out and bought the damn game, but lately with the PlayStation 4s and things of that nature, you had to download the updates on the game. So I said, screw buying a game from GameStop. Let me just... Woo. Excuse me. Let me just go ahead and just, buy it off the damn game store on the PlayStation Network and wait 5 hours later for the thing to download. It was way longer than that. I kid you not. I'm like, maybe we should play a video game. It might short it down to 3 hours and whatever. But other than that, though, adventure. It's good to have adventure in life, ladies and gents. It's good to do new things. Because if you do the same routine, which is get up, go to work, then on your off days, you try to do something, but you dread going back to work because it's a constant fucking circle that you go through in life. Except for 2 days, but sometimes 2 days you kind of do the same thing that you did before. The last week, and especially if you cross over where you have funds or don't have funds, you're like, man, like you try to get the money for certain things, don't mind the puppies, they just barking at some other dogs, or probably from a little brother coming back from his concert, from a show that he did over at Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud is like a music type festival thing that happens over 2 days. Like each and every year around this time of December. My little brother go by the name of T Swisters or T Swiss, rapper and things of that nature. He was performing tonight, so yeah. I didn't even know. And normally I don't really go to concerts like that, even though I'm a music producer. Kind of ironic, right? But I'm kind of more old school when it comes to certain music or whatever. I listen to anything, but some of the new shit nowadays, like I said, I'm more old school, so I kind of grew up in the early era of hip hop. Late 87s, baby, with the funk was still cracking, funkadelics and stuff like that. And growing up, South Central Los Angeles around gangster hip hop and things of that nature, and then hearing the New York style hip hop and just listen to the lyrics where B-Bro, New York rappers really had the game on lockdown. Not this my West Coast cast, because we have some heavy hitters too, but when it comes to like lyrical content, like right now with the West Coast, you got like Kendrick Lamar and Absol. Some of them they got that conscious type of hip hop where you're like, okay, cool. And then you listen to New York hip hop like Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest and stuff, and it's a whole nother level when it comes to lyricism with them. Even with LL Cool J, I was listening to Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, the remix. Some of y'all, my audience, if you never heard Flavor in Your Ear by Craig Mack, who was with Bad Boy Entertainment, if you don't know who Puff Daddy is, and you never heard of Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, this is some brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking brand new flavor in your ear. We're smacking with flavor in your ear. Well, I'll mess with the last part, but you know what I mean. If you never heard that song, I'm going to need for you to revoke your music listening card right now. Tear it up, throw it in the trash, pull the song up, listen to it. Some of y'all don't like hip-hop like that. Some of y'all like country. Some of y'all like, I like a barbecue stand in my white t-shirt and something, I forgot the words. But yeah. And some of y'all just like some out of ordinary type shit. If I can try to do the sound effects or whatever stuff that don't make no sense. I mean, but some of y'all like the trap stuff that's out nowadays, and yeah. I come from the era where real lyricism in hip hop, man, when you understand the words and the context that the rapper is talking about or the artist is talking about, you're in the window, and they got a dope beat with it too. It's like, dang. And the flow, the styles, yes. But Rolling Loud is like that, but it's with the new style type of rapping and things. So, yeah. That's the reason why I tend to go to music festivals and things of that nature. Like the music I actually doing right now, I actually want to do more on a television and movie type thing. Any artist that's listening to this, not this, you guys, each and every one of you guys truly has great talents. You need to understand, and I understand this too. I know what life gets in the way where you guys can't buy beats and shit like that, but y'all be talking about y'all got stacks of money in y'all songs, but y'all can get a $25 non-exclusive music licensing agreement. When we throw out promotions to y'all, like yo, we got this promotion going on where you get 10 or 20 beats, or sometimes 30 beats, less than $25. But y'all motherfuckers be like, we don't have the money. But bro, can I get a beat for free? No. Did that when you signed up to the newsletter. I forgot I don't do newsletters anymore. Did that when I had the video of the little free music kit, and y'all was like, hey, turn up. But then y'all hear these songs, oh, we got bread, we got stacks. Well, bitch, you need to do is get your bread up, buy a music lease, get more beats, and then talk about your bullshit. Not, we don't have the money for it. You're not living a life. You're not living an adventure. You talking about an adventure in your music, but you're not living the adventure. You're just talking about it, but not living the adventure. That's why we gotta have adventurous lives, ladies and gents. We gotta do new things each and every day. And not do the same shit over and over again. Y'all like, this boy crazy. Like, he talk about a whole lot of stuff that doesn't go with the topic I just did. I came back in full circle with it. Because in life, you do have to have adventures. You have to do something new each and every day. You have to do something new each and every day. Because on December 14, 2018, Boss Status Fridays, you have to have appreciation for everything in life. Appreciation means the feeling or expression of admiration, approval, or gratitude. And I have a sample of saying I want to express my appreciation for all you've done. Or judgment evaluation, especially a favorable critical estimate. Sensitive awareness, especially recognition of aesthetic values of class and music appreciation. Last part for music appreciation, that's all a lot different. That's all on a different topic for another level. That'll be something I'll actually talk about in one of my radio shows coming back pretty soon. Music appreciation and things of that nature. So that's different. But gratitude and just appreciate admiration and expression of just everything. Like, you really have to appreciate life. You have to appreciate that each and every one of you got talents. Each and every one of you got potential. Each and every one of you got excellence. Each and every one of you needs to forgive somebody. Each and every one of you needs to have great adventure in life. Y'all need to appreciate life for what you have. Because there's somebody right now that's trying to appreciate life, but they on their deathbed, and they know they're not going to see another day. Well, not in this realm that we're living in. Spiritual realm, Yeah, but there is no days in the spiritual realm. And the crazy thing is, in the spiritual realm, it's two places that you can go to. Whether you go up or you go down. If you go down, I know it's a whole lot of folks that's down. And one place they don't want to be at, that they wish they could go back and tell everybody in their peoples, y'all need to look at life from a different point of view. Y'all need to appreciate what you have. Y'all need to not do stupid stuff or get involved to dumb things that y'all think was cool, because it's going to get you caught up. And when it gets you caught up, guess what? If it takes your life and you happen to meet the Creator, when the Creator said, I'm sorry, so and so, but you can't come in. An appreciation for anything. Or just didn't really appreciate life. I'm not saying I gotta say something like that, but I know he will say, sorry, can't let you in. That part he will say. And if he shows you the reasons why, you can't say nothing. You gotta take that L. But that's one L don't wish on nobody. Period. No matter if you listen to this in 2018, 2046, 2132, 2457, 2523, 2608, 2732, 2859, 2960, 3012, 4085. Well, I don't know. I don't know how long God gonna keep this earth in. To be real with y'all, it said we in 2018. We actually might be in the year for 2018. We really think about it. Because when they say Christ walked up at 2000 in BC, it's like, wait a minute, there was a 2000 in BC? So how are we are in 2018, there was a 2000 in BC? Of course, some of y'all that's in science and things, y'all gonna give y'all a little scientific diagnosis as to whatever. Well, we talk about in the now, present. Should we be in the year 2018? Not in the year 2018? Y'all get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But other than that, have appreciation for life and the things that you have. Be blessed and grateful for what you do have. That's why I mentioned earlier, and this will come back for me saying that. That's why I mentioned earlier, I said, once you get older, you really start to appreciate things from another perspective. We don't want to spend money on shit that you don't want to get. Especially when you're tired. And you think about going to Target or someplace to pick something up, but then you're like, man, fuck that. I'm tired. I don't feel like spending no money on that. Or like what I said earlier, I was like, ooh, I want to get these shoes. These Nike Vapor Max that I wanted to get. Because I actually want to try the Nike Vapor Max. I want to see how comfortable they are. Because I'm a Nike type of guy, but I'm like Air Force Ones, the first ones. Or the Air Jordans, the first ones, whatever. And Chuck Taylors. You know. And actually Jordan 9s. I like the way they look. And I like the way and I actually like how they feel when I have my foot inside the shoes. Like, they are comfortable. They are very comfortable. And then, you know, like my little dress shoes, I go out and things of that nature. You know, I gotta have some nice looking dress shoes and stuff like that. Stacey Adams or whatever. Don't have no Stacey Adams, but you guys know what I mean. And stuff like that. But, you know, I like wearing my Nikes. I'll wear all of them. I'm very picky when it comes to colors. Like black and wolf gray. With the shoes. Why? Because it's not too loud and things of that nature. Except for the Bumblebee Air Force Ones. Those are still fresh. The Bumblebee yellow ones. The black yellow ones. Those go hard. I kid you not. But other than that, though, even while I was looking at the shoes and I was looking at the price, I was like, I didn't want to spend that much on them or whatever. You know? But have my appreciation of. The things I already have. So I ain't tripping about it. And y'all wants to know, what the hell you try to get from Target? Said forget about it. I was go get Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. But I decided against it because in my head I was like, I'm not about to sit here and really be playing hours of this game. I said I could do that with Grand Theft Auto. I said it comes Super Smash Brothers. Yes, but that's why I mentioned you get older, things kind of change a little bit. Certain things when we were younger, like, yeah, we can spend hours playing. We'd be like, man, play this shit for about 30 minutes and then turn it off. For those of us that are gamers, like, I'm a casual gamer now. I used to be a hardcore gamer back in my younger days. But now I'm older, I'm like, technology done advanced so much that can't really be hardcore gamer. But just the appreciation of, got grown person responsibilities. Take a look at your account like, I'm about to spend this much money off of this thing. Ooh, I'll wait till it goes on sale. As we get older, we appreciate the sale. But there's sometimes we're like, man, I want to go buy the shit even though it is on sale. Because we appreciate that we got to take care of other business as opposed to what we want to try to get. Straight up. Oh, wait. Excuse me. I'm really about to fall asleep right here. At my desk. And things. I probably wouldn't mind it either. I probably would get a good... I was way, ladies and gents, when you really tired, like you will fall asleep anywhere inside your house. I mean, you fall asleep at the kitchen table, get a bum ass sleep. You fall asleep on the couch, you get a bum behind sleep. You fall asleep on the floor. Folks be like, don't fall asleep on the floor, it's hard. But for some odd reason, you move around and you find a comfortable spot on the floor. It never fails. Find a comfortable spot, find a couple comfortable spots on the floor. Where you need no pillow, well, you might need a pillow. If not, you need no pillow. You got your couch and you lean your head against. And you need no blanket, but you just like sit up and everything and just like really, just like sit up a little bit, or you get real comfortable to the point where you're like, oh, damn, I could fall, and then you just be out, and you had the best damn sleep you had as opposed to being in your bed. Trying to tell y'all. I'm sitting here right by my desk, laying my head on my other desk, and I'm like, yo, this is comfortable right now. To the point where I could just be like, knocked out asleep. And this podcast part go the 108 minutes with me sleeping. Probably won't snore. I might probably talk in the sleep and never know. Might be like, next thing you know, y'all like, what the hell? But then y'all look at the thing like, this dude sleep. But no, like I said, it's comfortable right now. I have to close my eyes a little bit like, don't fall asleep. Like, I ain't gonna fall asleep yet. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. I know you're like, dude, you should just we have more energy. But you know what? It's cool. Like I said before, I like to do the authentic type of shit with these podcasts. Which you guys hear the real. Me drinking water. Yawning in the background. My apologies for that. Cussing. Doing little things like that, things of that nature. But then I appreciate each and every one of you guys. See what I mean? I always say it. But we did breaking the word up. So with that, this podcast will be up on the website at hiprockerproductioncm.com. That is hiprockerproductioncm.com on Tuesday. If you now just listen to this, it's because you have found this off of Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter or even Instagram. Either with the link or you're able to click the link. Well, thank you guys once again for tuning in on this week's podcast. At the same time, we'll be back again on Tuesday for the video podcast. So with that, catch you guys next Friday. It's your boy, Ginger the Q, also known as Q Moore, saying peace. Sayonara. Your boy is out. I'm about to crash. Get myself some sleep because I gotta work tomorrow. Just like I tell my peoples. To my peoples in the old DJ Familiar Clan, my DJ and music production entrepreneur buddies. I was like, y'all, it's our year, 2019. I said, but it begins this month and then continues on. I said, for those of us that work at 9 to 5s, you gotta get out our 9 to 5 jobs, man. You start getting more energy back up. So we won't be coming home like this, sound like this. But I always sound like this on a radio show, though, on a whole nother level. Let me not talk like that. Because some of y'all, especially to the women, some of y'all might get the wrong idea. And then y'all like, ooh, his voice is soothing. I kid you not, I have that type of voice effect, which, you know, ladies and gents, I thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys on the flip side next week. It's your boy, Chinchilla Q, say peace, one love, sayonara. I'm out. Deuces. I was going to say the thought, and I was like, you know what, nah, let me not say it. I'm just let that little pause right there let you know what the thought may have been. But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the flip side for real, though. Appreciate each and every one of you guys always tuning into these podcasts. Let me go ahead and get ready to upload this, because if not, I might upload tomorrow, but I need to upload it tonight and things of that nature. Oh, also, you heard me mention earlier in the podcast, I was saying things that didn't go right with the music. DJ Skylar album actually came out on, I think, Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, came out last Sunday. It was supposed to be released on Friday, on the 7th. But on that following Wednesday or Thursday, I got an email from a little distributors and everything, saying that the album title and, you know, the artist's name can't be the same or some shit like that. And I was like, really? Then I said, okay, iTunes and the motherfuckers, they changing things up again. I'm like, all right, change title and stuff like that. EP didn't come out till Sunday, so I was kind of hot about that. Actually, I wasn't. I was like, it's cool, only because the DJ Scout EP is kind of like 4 tracks, well, intro, then 3 other tracks, so it's a different type of album. That's for certain. Yesterday, actually a couple nights ago, uploaded, around last week, going to this week, uploaded Monofellatino, Values Chapter 6, Memories of Emotions, which is my alternate or alternative edition album, which is also a preview for Death of a Fellatino, Values Chapters 11 and 12, Death Roses. A couple of the tracks that I kind of did on my alternate edition album, it's actually going to be on the main album coming out on the 21st. That album for Monofellatino Chapter 6 was supposed to come out yesterday, Thursday evening. Shit never came out because I got another fucking email today from a distributor that says certain song titles cannot have certain parentheses or other things of that nature because it doesn't go well with the standards of Apple Music and Spotify and Tidal, whatever, and things of that nature. That's one of my people sneezes and stuff like that. But other than that, so when I got those emails out today, and especially with today being so busy and just chaotic, that right there set me off a little bit on Snapchat where I just put fuck. Literally, in my head was louder than that. It was like I had to upload this damn album again. But then I was like, I'm not uploading shit. I already sent the email to people like, yo, this is what's happening. I put the AE at the end of each of the tracks because they correspond to the main album, which I'm going to put out on the 21st of this month. If I get another email back and they saying, well, this is how, I'm going to tell them, be like, well, tell Apple Music and the rest of them fools that if I'm able to put alternate edition, the full word, on my last Modern Latino albums, on Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, you guys can find on find on Apple Music, Spotify, or Tidal. Just look for Chinchilla Q and find Mono Latino Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. Look at those albums and you see exactly what I'm talking about. Where I have the name of the song and then semicolon alternate edition. The full word for alternate edition. Because it's a different edition from the main instrumental track that I'm putting out on the main series album. So, yeah. That right there, I was going to upload the main album tonight, and I was like, nah. I looked at my laptop like, I'm not about to do this shit again tonight, right now. And then with the other album, like, I'm going to wait till I get the other email, which is in here they say, so I can let them know, hey, either I'm able to put alternate edition, or we're going to have some issues. This is the second fucking time this month we'll have to re-upload an album twice. Because of some bullshit ass song formats. And yeah, I'm cussing a lot with this on saying that because it's like, damn, like really, when you work your ass off, especially for us being music producers, especially for us who are music producers, or if you're a listener, you're a music producer, or you're in the field of music, things of that nature, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. We have a certain release date, and then your shit don't drop at that release date. And then you're promoting this shit on different platforms. It's going to come out there on the release date. And it does come out on the release date, but to a couple of days later. It really makes you say, what the F. Sometimes we let it slide, like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. We ain't sure about it. But there are times where it happens more than once. And you just looking like, the fuck is this? And then, you research the emails and it's like, Apple Music this and this and this. And then you look at those platforms like, you look at those platforms sideways because it's almost like saying, bitch, I just paid the $9.99 or whatever monthly subscription for y'all because my shit is on y'all platform. So my frustration level with that was high. I'm like, work my ass off of this. Like a brother try to leave motherfucking LAX and try to do my music and stuff full time and things of that nature. I have my coworkers who heard my stuff looked at me sideways like, dude, what the hell are you doing working over here? And I'm like, I don't even know why I'm working over here anymore. But I remember the days back 2010 where I had the passion, the hunger of just I actually go back to late 2007, late 2007 around November and December. Really started getting into music production. Then 2008, 2009 really started getting cooking. But 2010 really started taking to another level. Been trying to find part of that spark from the 2010 era. That's what we need to do. We need to try to stop finding things from back. I take it back. Sometimes it's good to actually kind of find that spark you had way back in the day that brings you back so you get back to where you need to be at. Straight up. And I've been trying to find that spark back ever since. Sometimes it hits, but it doesn't hit as hard like it did a couple years ago. And wherever I hear my coworkers say, like, dude, woo, I'm like, okay, we on the right path. But why is it taking so long, though? Because we still got to learn some lessons. But with that, though, ladies and gents, I will have the Mono Latino Chapter 6 album up sometime soon before the end of this fucking year, before the end of this fucking month. The album will be up. in the Death of a Latino, Chapter 11-12 album. That will be up on the 21st. I will make sure of that shit. Literally. I will make sure of that. Because I'm not about to be missing that deadline on the 21st. Knowing I like the numbers 7, 13, and 21, that's the reason why I was kind of hot too. I'm like, y'all didn't drop on my hold the fuck up. Nah. With that main album, that's coming out on the 21st. I could use my Hip Rocker Productions tm.bandcamp.com website, but the only reason I want to use my bandcamp.com website for the Hip Rocker Production music, which I actually started from that platform, is because it takes a while to upload big WAV files. WAV files, you guys heard of MP3s, right? MP3s is like a compressed version of a WAV file. WAV file is what we call lossless, which means you can do a whole lot of stuff with the audio you can do a whole lot of stuff with the audio inside of the track and things of that nature, to which you make it sound a whole lot different. MP3s you could, but make it sound like muddy and muffled later on. WAV files usually be like 50 megabytes or 24 megabytes, however long the track is, compared to 9.3 or 5.6 or 4.2 megabytes, which is a little bit small for a song. So, when I say that when you go on Bandcamp.com, you try to upload music and can upload it in MP3, you can upload it in WAV files or something higher, it takes a while. We try to do this shit with 17 fucking tracks or 21 tracks or however many tracks you have on the album. It takes a while. So y'all can kind of see what my frustration level is and why I've been cussing a lot on this podcast and shit. Yeah. Because when I'm getting emails saying that your album title doesn't correspond, it's like, the fuck y'all mean it doesn't correspond? Like the other shit I put up before, it corresponded with it, so what the hell changed? Other than that, though, ladies and gents, I'll make sure I have these albums out for you guys. So once all three of them is out completely, I'm just promote all three of them together, straight up. With that, thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys on the flip side. Your boy Chinchilla Q saying peace, one love. I'm out. Deuces.